And Al-Qaeda, the success of suicide bombing by Al-Qaeda is a very contingent affair, very similar to the Nazis, okay? There's a marvelous book called 30 Days. It's about Hitler's rise to power in January 1933. On January 1st, the major newspapers in Germany declared Hitler's party dead. He had lost 2 successive elections. By the end of the month, he's Chancellor of Germany through an unbelievably improbable set of events that no one would have predicted. And that takes over the fascist movement, basically. It becomes the paragon of fascism around the world. Bin Laden, same thing. He was one of about 40 Mujahideen commanders. And he got this bright idea basically from a combination of the Hezbollah and the Tamil Tigers, used it effectively, created unbelievable theater. And that theater was inordinately successful at, again, it was a media-driven political awakening, at mobilizing consciousness among a vast number of people. And Islam had this characteristic. It is a messianic religion like Christianity, like all the monotheisms, and like all the isms, communism, anarchism, all the secular versions of Christianity. And it is a multi-state system. And in the sort of advance of a unipolar United States power, it was seen by many people, this theater, this successful theater, as empowering these non-state actors. And so it became widely popular, so even bin Laden's enemies joined him and called themselves Al-Qaeda. But by the way, Al-Qaeda was never in common use until the United States put the word out there in the Southern District Court of New York in 1990 for the bombing of the African embassies, when, just like in the Joe Valachi trial, the prosecutor asked Jamal al-Fadl, "Do you know of Al-Qaeda?" He says, "Well, it's a list." And who's on this list? Well, it was a list we made up in Afghanistan to track the Mujahideen. So Al-Qaeda is this organization by bin Laden. And what else does Al-Qaeda do? And by the time the end of the transcript is finished, Al-Qaeda becomes a concept that everybody's talking about. It's publicized around the world, and it's the first concept out there at 9/11. And suddenly everybody's Al-Qaeda. But if you go to Guantanamo and you ask the people, are they Al-Qaeda, they say no.
Can I just address some